everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. And we're here today with Linda and Maria. And again, we're going to keep it very short. So if possible, one question per person. And again, 45 minutes, we're going to call it. That's just the way it is. I would like it to be different, but energy says no. So Miriam Cervantes says, hi, ladies. And there's no question. So, oh, there's two watching. That's pretty cool. I have to sign into my own account. Otherwise, I can't comment on it, huh? I'm kind of scared to sign in. All right. I do not care about that. So, like I said, there is oh yeah, Mary says, please get it. May I please get a message from my mom, Dora? Are you interested in doing mediumship, Linda?
So immediately, and this sounds cliche, but of course she chimed up, I love you.
It's
But
the first.
what they normally say that, especially, with a loved one that we really miss. But she wants you to know that she is proud of you, and she understands that we're all our own worst critic, but she wants you to know that she is proud of you, that you're doing better than you're giving yourself credit for, and to try to look at yourself the way she sees you.
That's really good advice. Honestly, people think because it's their mom or something that it doesn't count because you have to say that. But your mom sees you more clearly than anybody else. I know I used to do that with my mom, and then she died. I realized, yes, she was right.
Yeah.
And whatever you're looking at in your life right now, she gives you a what is it, the heart signal, go ahead sign. Anyhow, and Lily says, hey, ladies, how are you today? Well, we're being affected by said comet, I think, and the fact we're going to have a what is, explain, Linda, that's your area. It's full moon and an eclipse.
We're having the Chinese New Year lunar eclipse, new moon, all at the same time. It is going to be a ring of fire eclipse that is in the sign of Aquarius. Um and I follow both astrology, so I'm pretty sure that's per Western and sidereal astrology happen to be lined up with it this time. But we're also having a lot of solar flares, and there's a comet that is skirting very close to the sun. And so that's affecting all the magnetic poles and things. And so, you hear these stories of how the salmon and the sea turtles and all the birds that they navigate their migration patterns based on the magnetosphere of the planet, and the magnetosphere affects our brains as well. So, think before you speak. I will say this, a lot of the planets are in either fire or air. And I know those of you that live on part of the planet that deal with the kind of forest fires and things on the regular, take it from me, even being a swamp rat, fire and air can make a big blaze. So, yeah, the energies are just a lot for the next couple of weeks.
And off on top of that, it will affect you personally. I don't know how many people I've talked to that are having it affect them emotionally. So take your emotions with a grain of salt right now.
Mhm.
Uh, what about you, Maria? Do you have anything to add?
So when is that going to happen? The
17th?
eclipse?
This 17th, there's a new moon eclipse on the 17th, a lunar eclipse. And then the following 2 weeks on March 3rd, there's a solar eclipse.
Plus, it's the Chinese New Year, the year of the horse.
The
Yep, the fire
17th, right?
horse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I just wanted to know when to hide because it's crazy.
that's what I heard other people say.
Because I'm already kind of, I'm like, maybe I should not talk to people, I guess.
And people who are
Mm.
very sensitive are going to be affected far more than people who are still not tuned into themselves. And
Yeah.
that's just the way that's just the way it is.
Great. So really hiding. Okay, got it.
Well,
Good.
yeah.
Whew.
Uh,
Mm.
so so Eva Brusians, I know, sorry, I messed up that name. Your last name. Eva says, "Good evening, ladies. Long time no see. Hope all is well."
Mm.
And as you just heard, we're all going through it right now.
Just a little bit.
Misty says, "Hello, ladies. Hope all is well. Any messages for me today?"
There's a new kind of career path opening up, and it is one of those. I think more and more people are receiving this message. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but this is what's coming through for you. Um, it's some kind of hobby that you've just kind of had in the back burner that universe is going, okay, now. Not an end all be all, but start a side hustle. So I don't know if you've been kind of dreaming about like an Etsy shop or something like that, but the strongest message that is coming through is do not be intimidated as possibility of no, people will look to AI and they won't look to me. That's not going to fall suit here. It's going to be something that your human self, your spirit is kind of, that's your gift to share with humanity, with the emphasis being on the human part. So it's like, yes, go ahead.
Maria?
That's interesting. I got the same thing. So I've got you're in cycles, I guess. Like, do you feel like you're going through the same cycle again and again? But I feel like it's happening for a reason because it's saying honor the cycles because they're showing you things and helping you move forward. Um, it's like it, it's helping you manifest what you want to do. And because I'm getting like new travel, new place of like, career. Um, and I'm getting prosperity. So a gift of money, it's on the way, income increase, and your manage your finances with love. So also too, like, I don't know if you're worried about the finance aspect of that, and that's why you kind of like don't want to take the steps forward that needed to do what you need to do. Do it, of course, be still be mindful, but do it from, like, it's a level of love you do, not from fear. So of course be smart about it still, but don't do it from like, oh, I'm not gonna do this because I'm afraid this is gonna happen if I do that. So just do it from love and not from fear. So pretty much what Linda said.
Yeah.
I like those messages.
Okay, and I'm going to add on to it. I've talked about this before. The whole world is in a coming to the end of a cycle. And at that point, people and energy go into chaos. And the theory of chaos is when it's falling, you cannot predict it. But when it lands, it's in a better position than it was before. So when Linda tells you, follow your dreams, it means you will be better off if you follow your dreams. It's not that we're going to lose infrastructure, it's that the infrastructure will change. And the way we react to infrastructure will change. And so the more you are self-sufficient, the better it is. And be used to the idea of barter. Okay. But our world is coming to an end because something better is coming. All right. So Ava says, my question is, do my spirit guides have a message or some guidance and advice for me for this season? And Ava's from the Netherlands.
You have support. I don't know if you feel like you're not supported by your guides or you're not supported by the people around you, but you do have support, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Oh, but also you have the freedom to make your own. So, okay, this is what I'm getting at. So just because you ask for support, I mean, not your guides, but from people around you, it doesn't mean if you ask for advice, you have to do exactly what somebody says. So you still have the freedom to take or leave whatever they give you, and just use whatever you feel like it's going to work for you and your situation. Because even people that have this, like they go through, we say the same situation as us, it's always different. It's not always exactly the same. So it does not have to be, I think it doesn't have to be exactly. And also to have courage because you are safe. So that's also, and set strong boundaries. So that's kind of pretty much going together. So you have support from your guides and you have support from people around you. Ask for help if you need it, but don't be afraid when you ask for advice or help that you have to do exactly what it said. Send boundaries that to do what you need to do. That's what's just best for you and not what's best for everybody else. And I got God as a goddess energy. So, honor your divine feminine energy. So step in your power. You got this. So I got.
You get the
I
same.
get good messages today.
That's awesome. What do you get, Linda?
I immediately got a vision of like a flower that's already it's already out of the ground, but it's opening, blossoming, and I feel like this when you say season, I mean I'm thinking like the next 3 to 4 months as we're coming, the end of winter and into spring, that your guides really want you to tune inward, focus on self-care, and very much like what Maria said, honor your boundaries, honor what works for you, and it'll be the right people, the right opportunities. They align with you when you let yourself be the tallest poppy and be like, this is who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And all I've got to add to that is trust yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
good advice, ladies. So, Love Lou, I think she's new or hi, ladies. My question, when will I meet my future love? And what message do the angels have for me before that moment? My name is SL. And the honest answer to that is, if you haven't met your love interest yet, it's because there's something within you that needs to be looked at and resolved. And as soon as that happens, you will meet your love. Unfortunately, it all revolves around who we are, not not the daydream from Hollywood. So, Maria, you've got something?
Yes, I do. So, what I've got is you're pretty good at like picking up all the red flags and when you meet somebody, and that's not a bad thing. You can pick up, you're good at reading energy. But also just be careful not to, when you see like a trait on somebody that you see on somebody else, don't automatically think they're going to be just like that. Um, I feel like you need to have a balance between those two because I feel like sometimes you meet people and you're like, oh, that's it. I seen this on that person. That person was horrible. So I'm not, you know what I mean? And when I say red flags, I'm not saying major stuff, if you know. So I'm getting to their message is make sure you have like when you meet somebody and you come from like a lighthearted energy, playfulness, like try to like not be, of course, you want to be serious what you want in, set boundaries, but at first make sure that you come from like, because you give off the energy that it's, I don't want to say too strong because the energy is too strong, but um, just don't be so serious about it when you first start. Like, just be like, have fun with it, like date and get to know somebody and then make you know what I mean? Um, and I'm saying like maybe I feel like it's like from the first time you meet him, first date, or it's just like so serious, it's so strong, and you're like, okay, that's it, I can't. Like you're out right away before you even seen the whole picture or seen what's going on. Um, and I feel like once you realize that you're doing that and you're more open and lighthearted with the energy, I see new love, true love, and engagement. Like this is what I got. So new love, true love, and engagement. So I like it.
And usually it means being your own person first.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Don't let the stuff from the past. So I get within the next 6 months.
Yeah. Don't let the
Yeah, that's a big deal to work because you have to. Unfortunately, it's not like, okay, I got it. I know what I need to fix this. You have to actually put it in practice, and the universe has to see that you actually are, what you're doing, and and so, I'm sorry. So but 6 months is not that long, you know?
Nowadays it's like 3 days.
Exactly. So, I mean, last year was like 2025. Well, I don't know what happened to 2020. I blinked and it was gone.
I mean, we're already halfway through February. It just started 2026.
Yeah. So, like I said, like I'm saying, like, still go out there, just put yourself out there and have fun with it. Um, have a balance between, setting boundaries and trying to get to know somebody, like don't be one extreme or the other. I'm like that. I'm one extreme or the other. It's all or nothing for me. So it's hard for me to be in the middle. So I get it. That's what I got.
What do you get, Linda?
Immediately, I got a vision like there's this invisible force field out in front of her that as she's walking, there's something in her energy that's like pushing people away. So the more you go forward in time, the more it's pushing away. Um, but it was interesting that Maria was noting that you're noticing things from other people because I got a strong message that you very much need to let go of things from the past that have not worked. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. So when you can truly say, I do not care. And the other thing is to create a sense of magnetism within yourself, is if you were to sit down and look at the hobbies, the interests, the personality traits, the things that could be both in men and women, such as, always looking at the glasses half full or a certain type of music, or practice those within yourself because like attracts like. So not only could that be literally that if you're into dogs, just go to dog shows, or if you're into movies, go to the movies by yourself, those kind of hobbies and things like that. But also, if you want somebody that is kind and generous and lighthearted or funny or whatever, practice the feminine version of that within yourself. And those are the two things that'll bring them to you. And I'm also getting with that sometime between June and September.
That's a good time.
Mhm.
And there's a song that comes to my mind when you were reading. And I used to belong to a spiritualist church, and the song went, and it's very hokey. I love myself the way I am. That might be a good one to follow, loving yourself the way you are. And the next one, Tay Tay. Uh, no, it's sorry, E. Murray. And I think that's a new name. Hello, do you see my art business making big money? And I looked at it and I saw steps. I saw, and each step was kind of like a year. And the first step was low, the next one was higher, and the third one was huge. And so the potential is, yes, it can make good money. What will be the drawback? And anybody who starts out as a small business knows it takes a lot of energy, a lot of self-discipline, a lot of sitting and just putting in the time. But yes, it does have a chance to make big money. What did you get, Maria? Linda? Maria's left for a few minutes.
Um, well, it's funny you said the steps because I immediately got the snowball, like the little bitty snowball, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So it is a process, but the thing is that you can, you have something that is like 1 inch, then 2 inches, then 4 inches, then 8 inches, like it would double and double and double month by month. And I think this is also one of those opportunities that your guides want you to focus on something at the soul level, something that is innate in your human self, that the people that want some cheap AI knockoff will go and do that. Honor your human talent, honor your innate soul gifts, that there's something that the right people are going to find you. But yeah, I could definitely see a high six figures within 3 to 4 years, and then even, bigger than that. I get that about the something is going to happen to where around the 3 to 4 year mark, you will already be using that as your primary source of income, but somebody's going to notice you. Somebody is going to, like, a couple of years from now, I don't know if it'll be a big art expo or whatever, but you're definitely going to be noticed and could be quite popular.
And as for the AI, I wouldn't worry about that. It has a
Yep.
distinct personality, and the human touch cannot cannot be reproduced by AI.
Correct.
So because AI it starts from problem solved to and goes backwards, where humans start from idea, I'm not sure what to do with it, to solving. And that makes a totally different energy. And plus, people feel energy. AI has a different energy.
Mm-hmm.
People, and you can tell the difference between a master and a 5-year-old's artwork. Well, even somebody, even artwork like my daughter does, which was not computer generated, but done on a computer, to a master's work. There's a total different energy. So yes, I agree totally with the, and I'm talking because I want Maria to help with dating, but we're going to go because this is in your ballpark. Hello, the past month and a half, I've been having trouble eating. My appetite has been very low. Sometimes I'm able to eat 2 meals a day, but most days I can barely eat one. What is causing this? And my feeling is it's not a spiritual, I think it's a physical thing. And Linda, you know more about physical than 99% of the people on the earth.
Um, I feel like there's you may have to do like some kind of a gentle cleanse or something of your bowels, and also look at your vitamin count, your vitamin A especially. A deficiency in vitamin A can cause a loss of appetite, but if things are not moving in our body and our body's not excreting waste, then it kind of, gets backed up and there's no room for the stomach to get hungry. And sometimes if you do, a lot of Asians will just drink warm spring water. And the minerals, you put a teeny tiny pinch of like a red mint salt. I'm not an affiliate or anything, but it is one of the cleanest on the planet as far as toxins, just a tiny pinch for the micro minerals and to help things go through. You can try a little bit of magnesium citrate. That means regular magnesium has been blended with a vitamin C, and that can help things move. But intuitively, that's what I'm getting is that there needs to be something to help go through. And then, of course, see a medical professional if this isn't going through. But if you have access to a doctor that can do a vitamin screen, because it's a fat soluble vitamin, they should be able to check your vitamin A levels. Alternatively, I would get a liquid multivitamin and just try to do simple little highly nutritious intakes, like some bone broth, some literally just boil some bones. And I do it like an herbal tea. So I bring the water completely to a boil, cut the water down, put in a little bit, like maybe a quarter or a half cup of white vinegar, and then throw some bones in. Sometimes I buy bones from my local farmer's market to use, or sometimes I will take and rotisserie a chicken and then save the skin and bones to put in some boiling water and use that. And so the bone broth, because it's warm, because it's liquid, and can help things flow and bring back the appetite that way. Because a lot of times there's some kind of little something with either a vitamin or a mineral that's like not bringing us to be hungry.
Okay, Maria, Tay, she says, hello, the past month and a half, I've been having trouble eating. My appetite has been very low. Sometimes I can eat 2 meals a day, but mostly I can barely eat one. And I don't think it's a spiritual cause. I think it's physical. What would you add on to it?
Mm.
And of course, we are not doctors. If there's anything that remotely causes problems beyond, go to a doctor.
So I feel I'm getting that it's because I'm getting the big changes are going around her right now.
A lot
That's
of
kind of the energy that's causing that, the physical. It has to do with a lot of changes around her. So I wonder how that affects, because she feels like she can't eat. Is that what it is? She has trouble eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of changes
Did I miss short stuff?
that's going on. It's a lot of changes going on, and also too, us having a hard time of letting go stuff from the past. I'm getting because I got the Six of Cups and the Five of Pentacles and stuff that has not been pleasant for her in the past. Um, Also changes like spiritual changes and stuff like that, or changes in the environment, like influence the body. So in the energy, which I think that's what's causing it. So.
She's extremely sensitive. And like we were saying earlier, people who are sensitive are having a lot of problems.
Because that's what I'm getting. I feel like try to focus on eating stuff that's I know because you feel like you can't eat, but if you do eat, try to focus on eating on stuff that's like more nutrient dense. I don't think it's gonna last very long. I think it has to do with just the energy, and then just also too, I would just try to focus on what you are holding on right now. There's changes that you say you're okay with them happening, but you kind of not. So you're trying to hold it on a different ways. So try to see what those are, and try to work through them as much as you can.
And look up the vagus nerve, because a lot of people are having problems with the vagus nerve right now, and that will affect how your stomach reacts.
Because it
Mhm.
goes right behind your stomach.
Yeah. So
And you can
sometimes,
also do the mineral bath, throw
yeah,
some Epsom salts in the bath water.
Yeah, I think everything that you were told is really good, Tay. I think you can help with the vagus nerve by simply breathing a specific way. I didn't pay attention, so I don't remember.
To
The
reset
top
it.
two to help with the vagus nerve usually are the square breathing, where you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds again. And do a little bumblebee hum. Like try to hit the
Oh
octave
yeah,
of the
yeah.
bumblebees, and pretend like you're at a beehive and making the bumblebee hum. That
I remember that. I forgot about that. And 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 it does actually feel really good. So try it. Try that because it costs nothing. I miss Jennifer. I'm so sorry. Anyhow, my dad ended up in the hospital twice this month. He's doing better. Do you see his treatment that will complete in December, working for his blood cancer, and him moving in with me in Missouri? Moving in with you in Missouri, I do believe he will be there. Um, my father had an illness like blood cancer, and he was supposed to die within 3 months. He lived 7 years, and the reason he died at 7 years was because he quit taking his pills. He chose it, but he was also old, uh, very old. So, what do you get, Linda?
I get, yes, he will go through, but it's because like I said before, he does have a strong will to live, and he has a good positive kind of a tenacious, determined mindset, and that is important. But I also get that people not to look at December as a hard stop. He's going to need not only some TLC to rebuild his body after all this treatment, but after all this treatment, he's going to have to keep taking better care of himself and, working on eating healthy, and once he gets to it, being able to take short walks outside and, just overall good, healthy things. But yeah, I definitely see that wherever y'all are at, he'll go with you. And I feel like being around y'all is going to help him too.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that's going to help him, thrive a little bit better.
So Tay added something else. Uh, I'll come back to you, Maria. Sorry
Okay,
about
okay.
that. But she
You're
said,
fine.
thank you. I've been having issues since December 21st last year when my neck pain started. So I've been looking at that sort of thing, and yeah, work on your vagus nerve. Because yeah. Anyhow,
Soul contracts too. I got soul contracts. I don't know why. Neck pain has to do with soul contracts.
Hmm.
That came up. I don't know why. I don't know if that's true or not, but
well, you
that's all
probably
popped in
they're
my head.
they're old family. I suspect they have a lot of the things like that that can be worked through.
Well,
I'm
and it's very
always
common for soul contracts to be associated with the throat chakra as well, because of something someone said, of something we didn't say, and all that kind of things.
and
Yeah.
and, and we self-abuse so much because we didn't do exactly what we were told to do.
Yes.
It becomes a bigger thing than it should be.
Yes.
Okay. Did I Maria, did you get the thing from Jennifer about her father?
Yeah, so what I got was pretty much the same thing. It's gonna work, but I have this kind of goes with what Linda said. I see as a tree, so the treatment will be like the main thing, but I see a bunch of other stuff that needs to be done, of course, like to keep up with, the treatment, of course. So making sure that you keeping up with the appointments, everything you need to take. Also do the holistic part of it. And I'm getting like just make sure that, because it's, it can happen after it gets tiring and it gets too much, and just make sure he doesn't get into a place where he's like, okay, I'm tired of doing all this stuff, even though they're working, even if they're working, this is too much work. Just make sure he doesn't get into that place where he's like, it's too much to do. Because it's gonna get to a point where he's gonna have to do a lot more, I guess, not just treatments, but stuff to keep up with, his health, that might be becoming overwhelming, and you want to be there as emotional support, from which I know you are. Um, just that's what the only little hump I'm seeing, and I'm getting restoration. So I'm getting his health to restore to the best point possible now after that. So yeah, I'm just getting emotional health. Like that's what needs to be worked on, I guess, after everything going on, because the treatments are hard on the body, and then it's hard on your self-esteem, and it's just, then you can't do stuff by yourself for a while, and then you feel bad about yourself. Just don't let him get down that cycle, if that makes sense. That's the only thing I'm getting, but I'm getting good outcome. So yeah.
Tell him constantly how much you love him, so he feels
Mm-hmm.
kind of, I have a reason to fight.
Yeah.
Fight on, I mean, not fight. Okay, Love Life says, hello, will I ever find my ring again? And I got the funniest answer, but the answer is yes, but it's going to take a while. My daughter, she keeps losing her rings all the time, and we think, oh, they're gone, and then they turn up. And that's usually like months later. So does anybody get anything for Love Life on her ring?
Mhm. Getting yes, but it's interesting. So I'm gonna get you a little. I don't know if that's what their ring is, or what I'm gonna say is going to kind of trying to put you on the right path to find the ring. But I'm seeing the sky and clouds, which I'm pretty sure it's not on the sky and the clouds, but something to do with the sky and clouds. Did you lose it when you're like, and I get like train tracks. Were you on vacation when you lost it, or do you have, I don't know, a picture around that has all this stuff on? I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting clouds, sky, and then train tracks. That's not supposed to make sense to me, and if it doesn't make sense to you, it will. I mean, it's a little, I don't know what I'm getting. Very interesting. I don't know. Very random. So, gotta let us know if you find it.
I'm sorry, my brain is sliding down to off. Did you do this? Did you already give this one, Linda?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good.
No, and it's so interesting that you said travel, because I immediately got, you're going to find it when you're not looking for it. You're doing something else, like a deep clean or a move of the house or something that you don't normally use. So I'm wondering if it's like in a suitcase pocket, that after you were traveling, it's like we don't use our suitcases all the time, but or if it fell like in the back of the closet where the suitcase would be kept or something like that. But um I'm getting like some edge or corner. So like a floorboard or down in the side of a pocket or some, like it's not a couch cushion or anything like that, but like an edge or something. But I just got that the very first thing, you'll find it when you're not looking for it, but what you will be doing is like some kind of deep clean or moving out or getting ready to go on holiday, or putting out holiday decorations, or it's somewhere where a part of your things that you don't use all the time.
That makes sense.
Okay, and Lily's, let's see, Camille Harrison, who's been gone for quite a few years. She says, I'm back to the really big show. Hi, Camille. And Eva says, thank you very much. Love Life says, well, okay, we did that one. And then I missed Jennifer. And Lily says, can I have some insights how will external people influence my marriage, like his ex-wife and parents? And you're right, you're picking it up, unfortunately. The only thing I can see that you can do is feed him well and talk to him lots. Okay, what do you get, Linda?
I would, and this is my personal thing. In this kind of situation, I always revert back to Ho'oponopono prayer or some type of like, I always go within myself because we do kind of create our own reality, but you have your own free will. Everybody else has their free will, and they have the free will to be mean and nasty if they want to. But be careful that you don't inadvertently kind of negatively react, because I feel like you're going to have to, unfortunately, I don't want to say be on guard all the time, but just kind of
I
spiritually proactive of cleaning your energy and letting that go towards him, especially when y'all are in bed together. If y'all are sitting like cuddled up on the sofa somewhere where your line of chakras and his line of chakras are in the same place, do that energetic cleaning. And that is what the Ho'oponopono, prayer is and does. And that's what it was mainly taught for, was to clean the energy within relationships. So that's my go-to. And I would just get into the practice of doing that on the regular. And as time goes on, you and your partner will naturally kind of link up, and everybody else will kind of fall away because their energy will not be on the level that you and your spouses will be on.
Yeah. Don't really focus on that. Don't
Yeah.
really worried about it. I'm just getting like, if you do focus about it and you're worried about it, your mind is gonna be all scattered, your mindset, and it's gonna be a lot easier for you and him to be influenced. So I'm just getting, be yourself, be nurturing, be his wife. Just focus on you guys' connection. And I feel like by you doing that, it's gonna restore whatever, because I'm getting the devil after restoration, whatever negative energies, whatever negative thing is said to him about you, your relationship, whatever, it's gonna restore itself without you even trying. Shh, Max, you're okay. So yeah, I would say not to focus on it, not to worry about it, because if you're worried, obsessed about it, it's going to let it, manifest to happen, and so just, you don't have to do anything extra. Just be yourself. Do what you're doing right now. Focus on you guys, on you and him. That's all you need to focus on, your energy. That's it. Yeah.
What
Couple
you
more
want
minutes.
to do is not buy into their bullshit.
Yes.
Well put.
Yeah, because if you
Don't
do,
let it affect you.
yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what's going to mess it over. It's when they react, he reacts, and you react to his reacting. Just know that's not real. And
Mm-hmm.
and how he loves you is how he loves you, but he can't necessarily put it into words. What were you going to add, Linda?
I was saying we just got a couple more minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry, short stuff. I'm going to jump over and we're going to go to Naya because just because that's the way it works now. Naya says, "Hello, may I ask what you see for me in my current job?"
Naya.
I think Naya may be new.
Max. Sorry, he wants to talk now.
Of course he does. He likes to be the center of everything.
You hear, he's not barking, he's saying, oof, oof. I'm like, nobody wants to do that.
Okay, so Naya, she wants to know about her current job.
Okay, so she I don't know if you feel like you can't trust the people with you work with or your bosses or what's going on with that. I'm getting um that you are not told all the information when stuff is going on purpose. Maybe they can make you look bad, or that's one of the fears you have. But I'm not getting to be, I don't think you should be worried about it because I got you as the Queen of Pentacles, which show you somebody that knows what they're doing. You are confident. So don't let that trip you up. It could be like a couple people. It doesn't have to be like the whole place. Um, and it's like it's a cycle that's coming to a completion. So yeah, yeah, I'm saying not to focus. If that's what's going on, don't focus on that too much because it's coming to completion. Just be you. And I feel like this is happening for a reason for you to step up of a promotion or maybe like a better position or stepping up to something better. But it's the universe is aligning you to what you're supposed to be doing, something better. That's what I'm getting. So that's a message I got for you for that. Yeah. So just you're confident, you know what you're doing. Just don't let what outside influence, negative influence, let you doubt yourself or second guess yourself or feel like you can't do the job or do whatever you need to be doing at the place you're at right now. Because I get the cycle is going to complete and I get you charging ahead in the alignment. So that's what I got.
And anything else, or do we go on to, is there more, or should I go on to Sayan?
Yeah. I got very much the same thing. I got that your skills are being noticed, and there's at least one person that's not very happy about that, but I feel like either you will be put in for a promotion and or that other person is not going to last or be employed there, or another like out of left field job opportunity that uses your skills, or it's going to come back better for you. But I get that same as Maria, you're going to be in a better situation,
Mhm.
probably within the next 6 to 9 months.
Mhm.
Okay, well, let's do quickly so we can get
Okay.
what's left in. Sayan says, what can I expect of what's left of February? Thank you. And the first thing I got, unexpected and maybe fun.
Mhm. Yeah, I got, yeah. Working through, I keep getting soul contracts. I don't know why that keeps coming up now. So, what's with the
Because
energy right now?
we're coming to the end of a cycle. All the soul
Yeah,
contracts need to be ended.
yeah, that's fine. There you go. That's what I got.
So and some soul contracts.
It's done. It's over. Just burn it. It's over.
And that's actually all you have to do is
Yeah.
step up to the energies, burn the heck out of it, and make sure it's gone up. Yeah. It's really quite simple. Linda.
I got like a vision of you in a very blustery day, lots of energy, moving all around you, but you're gonna make it through. So I get that it's gonna be busy and you know a lot of yeah, just a lot of moving energy, but you'll make it through just fine.
It should be, if you look at it as fun and you look at it like you're surfing, especially if you like to do that sort of thing or sailboating, think of it as that, and that you'll miss the parts that delve deep. Okay, and new person, touch wood, I can say it right. Colasiesta. Hello, happy to see you. Will I be selected for the program Defense Tech Denmark? What you get? Anybody?
Got a yes. I got actually a big yes. I got 3 yeses. So yeah.
I got yes.
Too. I got that you there may be one or two hoops to jump through. You may not get it in the time frame, but hold that vision because I also got a strong yes.
It did. Yeah.
And the
Just
fact
your ambition going.
the fact that the person is asking would indicate that he knows he's going to win.
Yeah.
Because there's a thing, you don't ask if you already know the answer.
Mhm.
Chippo, I'm not going to say that name. I'm sorry. It's too late in the day. March is around. What is coming on for me in March? I saw some flowers popping up, so that usually means something good. But before it gets there, because it looks like the end of March, not the beginning, there might be some interesting tap dancing you need to do. And if you can look at it as a learning skill, it's fine. What do you
Yeah.
get? Or
Like
Maria?
endurance. Need endurance. But yeah, endurance. I think it's gonna be a little hiccups when it comes to like resources and finances. Nothing crazy. Um, and mm, yeah, so I'm just getting endurances. I see you go like really charging through all the crap you have to cut through to get to the end of March, and this is what I get for the end of the March. So I mean, you're stable, prosperity, sharpens abundance, so luxury. So I'm getting, and you feel safe. For some reason, I'm getting that you'll feel safer in the end of March. So I don't know if stuff is going, right now, you don't feel safe on, not physically safe, but you know what I mean? Like stuff is not working out the way you want it to work out. But the end of March, after you have worked through everything that's from now till then, you'll be at a point where you feel more comfortable and safer when it comes to, I think, all aspects of life. But mostly I'm getting fine financially too. That's a big thing. Yep.
And feeling safe is an inner balance rather than an outside balance. Because you can have zero money in the bank and still feel confident, or you can have $1 million in the bank and feel not safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
So pay attention to your own inner balance. What do you get, Linda? I remembered this time.
Well, I got it like a feeling of love, but not necessarily romantic love, but loving where you're at in life, loving like having time freedom to delve into a hobby or something that kind of brings you self-love, that kind of makes your heart sing. That's what I got.
Yeah. I feel so.
Expansive.
I've been working with people for many years, so I'm a bit. I see things from on top, and people have to go through crap to get to the good. But I go, oh yeah, that's okay. You'll do fine, but you still have to go through the crap.
Unfortunately, you have
Yeah,
to build character. I don't know
yeah,
why. I said I have enough character building, but I don't think they listen. So
yep. And that. There's the facts. We go through what we go through, but if you realize it's just another, and I won't swear, lesson.
Mhm.
It really is just another effing lesson. Anyhow, we are going through effing lessons like crazy right now, so
I know.
let's surf.
Thank you.
Does anybody have anything to say before we turn it off?
Okay, go. Yeah.
Just surf,
Hang
ladies.
in. Hang in. It's going to be a wild ride, but yeah, next couple 3 weeks are going to be a lot, but hang in.
I'll add more character building. Yes.
Well, I've been doing a lot of research on the end of the cycle. We're really at the last stage of the end of the cycle. It could last another year or two. Depends which theory you believe. But The next one is going to be so much better. Just hang in.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, thank you for your time and energy. I pray you have a wonderful day and blessed rest of the week. Namaste. And Tay says, thank you, ladies, for the live. Have a wonderful week. And I'm sorry we couldn't go through everything, Jennifer, but I just don't have the energy anymore. Anyhow, namaste. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Maria.
You're
And I got your
welcome.
names right.
It's okay. Call me whatever. It's fine.
Usually I would get you guys backwards.
Yeah, you're like whatever your name is, you know?
You know who you are.
You know who you
know
are.
who you are.
Just speak. What do you have to say? That's me and my boys. I'm like, Nico, like that's not me. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm looking at you, so you know I'm talking to you. So you just say it.
One time I got the name right, and I had my two daughters in front of me, and I got the name right. And the daughter I was yelling at, Emmanuel, she turned and skipped away, and Jan, who I wasn't yelling at because I actually got the name right, stood there and says, yes, Mom.
Oh.
That's how bad I've always been. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, people on the live. Thank you for the new people coming. Thank you for the old people coming back.